European Union nations in March agreed on a sweeping policy to fight tax evasion as banks accepted new rules aimed at making banking culture more transparent. As Israel recently also committed itself to the new single global standard for automatic exchange of tax information, we're joined by Guy Roshtik, CPA and tax partner in Baker Tilly, Israel, for a discussion on measures taken to resolve these issues of tax evasion. Mr. Rashtik, thank you very much for joining us. So first of all, just to give us, our viewers and myself, a better understanding here of what we're talking about, there's this, this offshore voluntary disclosure program that has been accepted in Israel. What is it?
Well, first of all, nice to be here. We have to learn about the Israeli tax structure. Israel is taxing its residents on a worldwide basis, which means that as long as you're an Israeli resident, you have to pay taxes on your worldwide income. Okay. Now, apparently, there are a lot of Israelis that haven't declared all of their income. So, in general, the Israeli tax authorities have initiated a new voluntary disclosure program, which supports and encourages the Israeli residents to come clean and to report on their worldwide income that wasn't declared until now. Now, the two new things with this new procedure, which replaces the old procedure that started in 2005, one of them is that you can come and report on your income anonymously. So you can start negotiating with the Israeli tax authorities, and at the end, if you agree about your tax burden, you can then disclose your name and receive an immunity from being prosecuted in criminal action. Now, the second new thing that wasn't in the old procedure is that you can choose like a short track. Which means that as long as you have income up to 500,000 Israeli shekels or a capital which is not more than 2 million shekels, you can come in a fast track which fastens things with the authorities.
It speeds up things. Okay, so I mean, to me it sounds a little bit like, this might be sending a message to some people at least that says, hey, tax evasion pays off. Look, these people did it, and now they're coming off scot-free. Is that true?
Well, it's always the questions that we receive as tax advisors. First of all, you have to understand that in Israel, as like in other states, not reporting on your income is a criminal offense. Sure. So you can be prosecuted and go even to jail, up to 7 years in jail. Mm-hmm. So not reporting on your income can end in criminal prosecution. Sure. Now, beside that, no one can guarantee that if you will not pay your taxes and you will come to the authorities with the new OVDP, that you will receive any concession, any reduction of your tax burden. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there are fines that you are able to, you're liable to pay,
sure.
There are interest, so. Yeah.
Okay, looking from the other perspective, I mean, how much tax does the government actually hope to retrieve through this program?
Well, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. The commissioner of the Israeli tax authorities have said before recently that the taxes are the black capital, we call it in Hebrew, hon shachor, is about 50 billion shekels. Wow, which is quite substantial to our budget.
We're going to have to close. So just in final comment, how does this compare to the world, to the rest of the world? Tax evasion is not an Israeli thing, obviously. How does this compare?
Well, I think it's a global it's a global act. You could see that in the U.S. they had voluntary disclosures programs all over the years, and even now you can see in Italy, in France, in the U.S. they have a new voluntary disclosure program. So compared to the world, we are like them. But it's not a good thing that we have to.
That we have to actually enforce these kinds of laws. Yeah. Thank you so very much, Mr. Guy Roshtik from Baker Tilly, CPA and tax partner.